Dear friends, the story of hip-hop has just been redefined. Kendrick Lamar, the masterful lyricist and rap legend, has broken barriers at the 2025 Grammy Awards. His fiery diss track, Not Like Us, has made history as the first of its kind to claim a Grammy, ruling over the night's most coveted categories. But beyond the potent verses and cutting-edge rhymes, who is Kendrick Lamar when the spotlight dims? In this video, we're pulling back the veil, not only on the song that rocked the music world, but also on the lavish empire he's crafted from his triumphs. From his stunning array of supercars to the extravagant estates he resides in, Kendrick's life transcends music. It's a symbol of success, fame, and relentless drive. Hold on tight, because we're taking you on a journey through the realm of hip-hop royalty like never before. Kendrick Lamar owned the night at the Grammys, securing 5 out of 7 awards. He set a groundbreaking standard in music history at the 2025 Grammy Awards when his blazing diss track, Not Like Us, became the first diss track to gain Grammy acclaim, excelling in top-tier categories. The song, which sparked widespread discussion across the industry upon its debut, took home both Record of the Year and Song of the Year, etching a monumental moment for hip-hop at the esteemed event. This unmatched feat highlights Lamar's dominance in the genre and the shifting tides of rap music. Beyond these historic wins, Not Like Us solidified its legacy by dominating 3 more categories: Best Rap Performance, Best Rap Song, and Best Music Video, bringing Lamar's total haul to 5 awards that evening. This sweeping victory smashed records, establishing Not Like Us as the most celebrated rap song in Grammy history. The acknowledgement of a diss track on such a grand stage reflects a change in the Recording Academy's view of hip-hop's varied styles, validating the creative and cultural weight of rap's boldest narratives. He was up for 7 nominations, including the biggest honors for Song and Record of the Year. The earth-shaking diss track aimed at Drake outshone heavyweights like Taylor Swift and Post Malone's Fortnite, Beyoncé's Texas Hold'em, Billie Eilish's Birds of a Feather, Chappell Roan's Good Luck, Babe, Sabrina Carpenter's Please Please Please, Shaboozey's A Bar's Song, Tipsy, and Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars' duet Die With a Smile. On stage, Kendrick was both electrified and humble, his words carrying the sincerity of someone who stayed loyal to his origins. "They not like us," he starts, repeating the line like a mantra, a nod to his singular journey and the distinctiveness of his voice in a packed field. He doesn't just represent himself, but Compton, the community that shaped him, the place etched into the core of who he is. "It's for Compton, straight up," he proclaims, paying tribute to the hometown that's molded him as both an artist and a person. Kendrick shares the spotlight with those nearest to him, giving a shout-out to his family cheering wildly at home, doing front flips on the sofa, and his son, whom he jokingly tells to hit the hay since it's past bedtime. He also recognizes his mother, sister, and partner in attendance at their first awards show, sharing this career-defining moment. But the Grammy isn't just his win, it's a shared triumph. Kendrick uses his speech to pay homage to those who fueled his fire, naming West Coast talents like G. Malone, Problem, Bad Luck, KJ, Daylit, Mike Stroh, and his TD crew, Schoolboy Q, J-Rock, and Absol. He broadens his tribute to the wider hip-hop world, emphasizing the strength and staying power of rap music. "Nothing more powerful than rap music," he declares. "We are the culture that's going to stay here and live forever." To the rising artists, he offers wisdom, urging them to honor the craft that's given him everything. "Respect the art form," he insists. "It'll get you where you need to go." His speech is both a victory lap and a call to action, an encouragement for future generations to value and advance the art of hip-hop. Kendrick leaves the stage with a nod to his peers and a final declaration: "They not like us," a reminder of his, and every artist's, uniqueness. His words echo not just as a winner's address, but as a declaration of perseverance, reverence for his roots, and the life-changing force of music. Dear friends, Kendrick Lamar's commanding sweep at the 2025 Grammy Awards proves he's more than a rapper. He's a cultural titan and a resonant voice in hip-hop. Winning 5 of 7 nominations, he became the talk of the night with his Canadian tuxedo, seemingly a jab at Drake, and is slated to perform at the Super Bowl alongside SZA. He dedicated his triumph to Los Angeles and the hip-hop community. Meanwhile, Drake has stayed silent, though his lawsuit against Universal Music Group over Not Like Us remains active. Now, let's dive deeper into Kendrick's musical odyssey. Kendrick's musical path kicked off in his teenage years with the release of his debut mixtape, Youngest Head Nigga in Charge, at just 16. This early project caught the eye of local labels, but his signing with Top Dog Entertainment in the early 2000s launched his ascent to stardom. Moving from his stage name K-Dot to Kendrick Lamar, he dropped a string of mixtapes that revealed his maturing sound, leading to his major breakthrough with Good Kid, Mad City in 2012. The album went platinum, selling over 1.1 million copies in the US, cementing Lamar as a powerhouse in the music scene. His follow-ups, To Pimp a Butterfly and Damn, pushed hip-hop's limits, earning him multiple Grammys and a name for groundbreaking artistry. With Damn, Lamar's commercial peak brought in nearly $60 million between June 2017 and June 2018, showcasing his skill as both a creative force and a sharp business mind. In 2022, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers saw every track hit the Hot 100, reinforcing his enduring pull and influence. Collaborations like his feature on Beyoncé's America Has a Problem and Baby Keem's The Hillbillies, plus his wins at the 2023 BET Hip Hop Awards, further entrenched his role as a game-changer in the industry. Since 2024, the rap universe has been gripped by the intensifying clash between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Their story traces back to 2011, when Drake, already a big name, teamed up with Kendrick on Take Care and later tapped him to open for the 2012 Club Paradise Tour. They collaborated on Kin Problems and Poetic Justice. But after Good Kid, Mad City catapulted Kendrick to fame, their bond frayed. In 2013, Kendrick rattled the industry with Control, name-dropping Drake and 11 other rappers, saying, "I love all of you, but I'm trying to kill you." Drake shrugged it off, and for years, they traded low-key jabs without a full-on war. In October 2023, Drake and J. Cole's first-person shooter reignited the debate over rap's top dogs. Kendrick hit back in March 2024 with Like That, rejecting the big three of Drake, J. Cole, and himself, asserting he's the Soul King. In April 2024, J. Cole's 7-minute drill dissed Kendrick but was swiftly pulled after his public apology, leaving Drake and Kendrick in a head-to-head showdown. Drake upped the ante with push-ups and tailor-made freestyle, using AI-generated Tupac and Snoop Dogg voices to taunt Kendrick. On April 30th, Kendrick fired back with Euphoria, savagely dismantling Drake's persona, relationships, and credibility. Days later, 616 in LA claimed he had insiders spilling secrets from Drake's camp. Drake retaliated with Family Matters, alleging Kendrick's infidelity and abuse. Within 19 minutes, Kendrick countered with Meet the Grahams, targeting Drake's family and accusing him of concealing a daughter and backing predators. Kendrick's latest, Not Like Us, outright labels Drake a predator, even posting a marked photo of Drake's home. Drake has yet to reply, leaving fans asking, has Kendrick won the decade's biggest rap showdown? Stick with us as we explore Kendrick Lamar's universe, where every milestone is a lyric in his life saga, and every purchase narrates a tale of ambition and accomplishment. Now, let's switch lanes and explore the lifestyle his success has unlocked. Kendrick Lamar's real estate holdings are as striking as his discography, reflecting not just his musical talent, but his sharp eye for luxurious investments. In 2013, Kendrick dipped into property with a 4-bedroom mansion in Eastvale, California, bought for $523,000. While not over the top by celebrity standards, it offered a roomy, upscale space with plush interiors, a generous living area, a gourmet kitchen fit for a chef, 3 sleek bathrooms, and a lush backyard with bamboo and a tranquil garden. It also boasted a pool and spa, making it a perfect haven. A few years later, Kendrick sold it for $800,000, leveling up to a grander home for his family. In 2017, he bolstered his portfolio with a $2.65 million Calabasas, California, mansion, a bold declaration of extravagance. Loaded with elite features like a pro-grade kitchen, a cutting-edge gym, a sprawling living room blending comfort and class, a resort-style backyard with swings, a spa, and an outdoor dining nook with a warm fireplace. It was more than a home. It was a smart investment. By snagging this, Kendrick joined A-listers like Kim Kardashian, Kris Jenner, Drake, Jennifer Lopez, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and Kanye West in the area. Some speculate if he lived there or saw it as a future goldmine. In 2019, Kendrick Lamar grabbed headlines again, splashing $9.7 million on a posh Manhattan Beach, Los Angeles estate, spanning 5,350 square feet with 4 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms. It fuses modern flair with wood, glass, and light stone. It features a top-notch kitchen with premium appliances, a master suite like a personal retreat, and multiple in-house bars for elite gatherings. Its standout: vast balconies with jaw-dropping ocean views. Though it lacks a pool due to space, its prime spot steps from the beach gives Lamar easy access to Pacific sands and waves. Manhattan Beach isn't just upscale. It's a hub for stars like NHL's Ryan Miller, NBA's Blake Griffin, tennis icon Maria Sharapova, and actor-singer Zooey Deschanel. Living here, Kendrick not only flaunts his wealth but cements his place among LA's elite. His Manhattan Beach pad isn't just a residence. It's a badge of success, luxury, and prestige woven into Los Angeles' vibrant fabric. Say goodbye to ordinary living and hello to upscale elegance as we tour Kendrick Lamar's real estate kingdom, spotlighting his stunning Bel Air mansion and a striking Brooklyn penthouse. In Bel Air's esteemed Eastgate area, Kendrick's latest gem is a $19.1 million retreat, blending historic design with modern opulence. Crafted in 1951 by famed architect Edward Fickett, known for revolutionizing post-war American housing, it merges classic and current vibes. Despite upgrades, it keeps Fickett's spirit alive. Spanning 8,000 square feet, it includes a main house and a 2-story guest house with 7 bedrooms total. A sunlit family room flows into a chic white kitchen with a big butler's pantry and cozy breakfast nook. A central dining bar is ideal for gatherings and fine dining. The master suite oozes luxury with a private fireplace, seating area, and a lavish en-suite bath with dual vanities and a vintage clawfoot tub. For fun, there's a library, a theater, a wine cellar, and a full gym meeting all of Kendrick's needs. Outside, a pristine yard boasts a pool, sun deck, and a peaceful koi pond, while a vast outdoor dining space is perfect for relaxing under California skies. Switching to Brooklyn's lively core, Kendrick's real estate savvy shines with an $8.6 million 3-story penthouse in Brooklyn Heights' exclusive pier house. Covering 3,140 square feet with 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and 2,000 square feet of outdoor space over 2 levels, its crown jewel is a rooftop terrace with sweeping views of the East River, Brooklyn Bridge Park, and Manhattan skyline. Inside, this townhouse-style unit stuns with 18-foot ceilings, restored heart pine floors, and huge floor-to-ceiling windows for an open, modern feel. The kitchen's a chef's dream with Gaggenau appliances, luxe Calacatta Tucci marble counters, and solid walnut cabinets. Pier House residents, including Kendrick, enjoy perks like 24-hour concierge, a top-tier fitness center, a meditation room, and a pool and rooftop bar via the neighboring hotel. This home not only reflects Kendrick's status as a music and cultural giant, but highlights his taste for a refined lifestyle, ensuring luxury and ease in every corner of his world. With each property, Kendrick Lamar crafts a life of creative brilliance and lavish living, setting a standard for success and elegance in music and beyond. Kendrick Lamar's stunning jewelry and car collections are next. He's famed for his lyrical brilliance, but his love for lavish, meaningful jewelry is just as notable. A standout is his diamond-crusted crown of thorns, a titanium masterpiece with 8,000 sparkling diamonds and sharp spikes, created by the iconic Tiffany & Company. Known for luxury and exclusivity, Tiffany outdid itself with this $1.5 million crown, one of the priciest and most symbolic pieces they've ever made. Lamar's choice reflects more than wealth. It shows his admiration for top-tier craftsmanship and daring artistic flair. His jewelry goes beyond this crown. During the Damn era, he often rocked a bold metal necklace and matching chain bracelet, both custom-made by Brooklyn jeweler Raphael Martinelli. Their intricate design and strong style became key to Lamar's image, showcasing his subtle yet striking elegance. Another gem is the Archie ring, a stackable set of earth stones with a flat barrel seal by New York jeweler Taran Thomas, reflecting Lamar's taste for personal, meaningful pieces. One of his most eye-catching rings draws from Medusa, the snake-haired goddess. This bold silver piece features her face with a golden crown of over 20 detailed snakes, blending his love for artistry and mythology. Beyond rings and necklaces, Lamar's collection includes a true status symbol, the Rolex President Day date. This legendary vintage watch, with its gold case, was Rolex's first waterproof timepiece and is prized by stars and leaders. Valued between $29,000 and $65,000, it cements Lamar's spot among hip-hop's luxury elite, tying into rap's tradition of high-end watches as success markers. While others chase loud trends, Lamar's curated jewelry blends sophistication, cultural depth, and individuality. His style isn't just about looks. It mirrors his artistic vision, identity, and cultural sway. Each piece tells a tale, reinforcing his role as a musical icon and tastemaker who gets the blend of art, symbolism, and luxury. Kendrick Lamar's refined taste shines in his car collection too. His 1964 Chevrolet Impala isn't just a vintage ride. It's a slice of automotive history, tied to the 60s lowrider culture that shaped West Coast hip-hop and urban streets. Owning it is personal, honoring an era that influenced music and movements. It's about timeless design and storytelling, not just looks. Then there's his Lamborghini Murcielago, a $310,000 modern marvel with a 6.2-liter V12 pumping 571 horsepower. This beast boasts all-wheel drive, aerodynamic finesse, and iconic scissor doors, blending cutting-edge tech with pure extravagance. Unlike the Impala's nostalgia, the Murcielago embodies Lamar's love for innovation, luxury, and speed. His garage balances legacy and modernity, humility and triumph. The 1992 Cadillac Seville, his first big buy, holds sentimental weight as an early reward for his grind. Not as flashy as the Lamborghini, it reflects his respect for classic American craft and understated elegance tied to Cadillac's legacy. His Range Rover Sport adds versatility, built tough for off-road and city drives alike. It's a practical yet powerful pick for comfort and long hauls. From the Seville's quiet charm to the Murcielago's raw force, Kendrick's cars reveal his journey, his roots, his appreciation for timeless beauty, and his embrace of modern luxury. These aren't just status symbols. Each carries meaning, whether a nod to the past or a mark of his wins. His modest yet intentional collection mirrors his music career, from humble starts to global fame, all while staying grounded amid massive success. Kendrick Lamar's financial wins and hip-hop stature stretch far beyond music and style into advocacy and philanthropy, making him a key player in driving social change. His support for racial equality and LGBTQ rights boosts his role as an inclusivity champion. Backing Frank Ocean's coming out is one example of Lamar's push for diverse voices and acceptance. His 2015 chat with President Obama on youth mentorship via My Brother's Keeper showed his community focus. He's also vocal against injustice, slamming Donald Trump and the Supreme Court's Roe v. Wade reversal, using his platform to spark talk, educate, and rally fans on governance and rights. Lamar's take on mental health stands out too. Through his music and words, he pushes mental well-being, self-love, and breaking stigma, showing he gets its role in community strength and personal success. His work in music, fashion, advocacy, and giving back highlights his entertainment impact and his place as a cultural innovator. Diverse collabs widen his art and cement him as a thoughtful artist bent on real change. His efforts show a deep drive to use his sway for good, marking him as vital in the justice and equality fight. Beyond advocacy, Kendrick's charity work underscores his giving spirit. He's held concerts for causes like a big American Red Cross donation for Hurricane Sandy victims in 2012. In 2013, he gave $50,000 to Centennial High School's music program. His 2014 tour proceeds went to Habitat for Humanity, aiding Compton. Personal acts, like buying a wheelchair van for a quadriplegic fan in 2017, show his heart. He joins TD's annual Nickerson Gardens toy drive, and runs his own in Compton. In June 2020, he marched in a peace walk for George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, amplifying key voices in social justice. Away from fame, Kendrick's personal life mirrors his music's depth. Engaged to Whitney Alford since 2015, they've welcomed 2 kids, adding relatability to his image. His openness about past marijuana use humanizes him, showing struggles he's faced. His strong Christian faith shapes his choices and seeps into his music's themes, grounding his creativity. Financially, Kendrick's a hip-hop titan with a $90 million net worth as of January 2024. His 17 Grammys from 47 nods prove his consistent quality. In 2018, he became the first rapper to win a Pulitzer for Damn, honoring its cultural weight. That year's $60 million haul made him a top earner, locking in his influence and commercial pull. When I first sat down to reflect on Kendrick Lamar's incredible tale as laid out, I felt a rush of emotions, admiration, inspiration, and a touch of awe. His journey, from the streets of Compton to the dazzling lights of the 2025 Grammy Awards, feels like something out of a movie, yet it's grounded in a raw, authentic reality that resonates deeply. The moment I read about Not Like Us becoming the first diss track to win a Grammy, I couldn't help but smile. It's not just a win for Kendrick, it's a win for hip-hop, a genre that's often been misunderstood or sidelined by the mainstream. That single achievement made me proud, not just of him, but of the culture he represents. It's as if he took a sledgehammer to the glass ceiling of what rap music can be, proving that even its most confrontational forms can be art worthy of the highest praise. What strikes me most, though, is how Kendrick's story isn't just about music. It's about identity, resilience, and the unyielding pursuit of something greater. Reading about his speech, "They Not Like Us," sent chills down my spine. It's more than a catchy hook. It's a declaration of individuality, a refusal to conform. I felt that in my bones. Growing up, I've often wrestled with the pressure to fit in, to dilute parts of myself to match what others expect. Kendrick's words hit me like a wake-up call, reminding me that standing apart isn't a flaw, it's a strength. He doesn't just speak for himself, he speaks for Compton, for his roots, and that authenticity makes his victory feel personal, even to someone like me, miles away from his world. His sweep at the Grammys, 5 out of 7 awards, left me speechless. I imagine the energy in that room, the weight of the moment as he stood there, trophy in hand, representing not just his own grind, but the dreams of everyone who's ever felt overlooked. It's humbling. I found myself cheering internally, picturing his family flipping on the couch at home, his son probably ignoring that bedtime nudge. That little detail warmed my heart. It's such a human moment amid all the glitz. Kendrick's not some untouchable icon. He's a father, a son, a partner, and that relatability makes his success even more inspiring. I felt a swell of joy thinking about his mom, sister, and Whitney Alford in the audience, witnessing this pinnacle. It's a reminder that behind every titan, there's a village, and Kendrick's gratitude toward them made me reflect on my own support system. Those who cheer me on even when I doubt myself. But it's his speech that lingers in my mind. When he honored West Coast legends and his TD crew, I felt a lump in my throat. There's something powerful about giving credit where it's due, about lifting others as you rise. It's not just about Kendrick winning. It's about hip-hop winning, about the culture enduring. His line, "Nothing more powerful than rap music," stuck with me. I've always loved music, but I've never thought of it as a force that could outlast us all. Yet, hearing Kendrick say it, I believe it. Rap isn't just beats and rhymes. It's a voice for the voiceless, a history book for the marginalized. His plea to young artists, respect the art form, felt like advice to me too. Whatever I chase in life, I should honor it, nurture it, because that's what carries you forward. I sat there, replaying those words, feeling a mix of motivation and responsibility to apply that wisdom to my own path. From a 16-year-old dropping youngest head nigga in charge to the global star behind Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick's growth is staggering. I felt a pang of nostalgia thinking about my own teenage years, those clumsy first steps toward figuring out who I am. Kendrick's early mixtapes, his shift from K-Dot to his real name. It's like watching someone shed a skin and step into their truth. When Good Kid, Mad City went platinum, I could almost hear the roar of Compton celebrating one of their own. It made me think about my hometown, the pride we feel when someone makes it. Kendrick's success isn't just his. It's a beacon for anyone from a place that's been counted out. His later albums, To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, Mr. Morale, and The Big Steppers, show a man unafraid to push boundaries. I felt a rush of respect reading about his Pulitzer win in 2018, the first for a rapper. It's not just a trophy. It's a statement that his art matters, that it's profound. I've listened to Damn countless times, and knowing it earned him $60 million in a year blew my mind. It's not just about money, though. It's about impact. Kendrick's ability to blend commercial success with raw honesty is rare, and it made me wonder, how do you stay true to yourself when the world's watching? His story suggests it's possible, and that fills me with hope. The feud with Drake added a layer of intensity to this tale. I felt my pulse quicken reading about their back and forth, from Control to Not Like Us. It's more than a rap battle. It's a clash of titans, a test of wills. When Kendrick dropped Euphoria and Meet the Grams, I could almost hear the mic drop. The accusations, the marked photo of Drake's house. It's bold, almost reckless, and I couldn't help but feel a mix of shock and excitement. Has Kendrick won? I don't know, but the silence from Drake feels deafening. It's a reminder that even giants face challenges, and Kendrick's fearlessness in this war left me both thrilled and a little uneasy. Conflict isn't pretty, but it's real, and his willingness to go there shows a fire I admire. Then there's his lifestyle, the cars, the mansions, the jewelry. Reading about his $19.1 million Bel Air estate and $8.6 million Brooklyn penthouse, I felt a twinge of envy, but more than that, amazement. These aren't just purchases, they're milestones. The Eastvale house he bought for $523,000 and sold for $800,000 feels like a metaphor for his journey, starting modest, then climbing higher. The Calabasas mansion, with its gym and resort-style yard, paints a picture of luxury I can barely fathom. And Manhattan Beach? That ocean view, the elite neighbors, it's a world so far from mine, yet Kendrick makes it feel earned, not flaunted. I smiled imagining him on those balconies, soaking in the Pacific breeze after a long day. It's not just wealth, it's peace, a reward for the grind. His Brooklyn penthouse, with its rooftop terrace and Manhattan skyline view, sparked a different emotion, wonder. I've always dreamed of city lights, and Kendrick's living that dream. The details, the 18-foot ceilings, the Gagano appliances, made me feel like I was there, peering into a life of sophistication. But it's the Bel Air mansion that stole my breath. Designed by Edward Fickett, with its koi pond and wine cellar, it's a blend of history and modernity that feels so him. I felt a quiet pride knowing he's not just buying homes. He's curating a legacy. Each property tells a story of ambition, taste, and a man who's made it without losing himself. The jewelry and cars took that feeling further. The crown of thorns, with 8,000 diamonds and a $1.5 million price tag, left me stunned. It's not just bling, it's art, a symbol of his reign. The Medusa ring, the Rolex President Day date, they're personal, meaningful, and I felt a surge of respect for how he chooses pieces that reflect his soul, not just his status. His car collection, from the 1964 Impala to the Lamborghini Murcielago, stirred a mix of nostalgia and adrenaline. The Impala's lowrider roots connect him to Compton streets, while the Lamborghini's horsepower screams power. The Cadillac Seville, his first big buy, tugged at my heart. It's a reminder of humble beginnings. I love that balance, honoring the past while embracing the now. Beyond the glamour, Kendrick's advocacy hit me hard. His support for racial equality, LGBTQ rights, and mental health isn't just talk, it's action. Reading about his meeting with Obama or his protest march for George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, I felt tears prick my eyes. He's not just a star, he's a leader. His openness about mental health, especially, struck a chord. I've had my own struggles, and knowing someone like Kendrick champions self-love and destigmatization made me feel seen. His charity, donating to schools, helping fans, toy drives, shows a heart as big as his talent. I felt warmth imagining that wheelchair van for a fan, a small act with huge impact. His personal life rounded out this emotional ride. Engaged to Whitney, a father of two, grounded in faith. He's human, flawed, and real. His $90 million net worth and 17 Grammys are mind-blowing. but it's his honesty about past struggles, like marijuana use, that made me connect. He's not perfect, and that's why I root for him. Reflecting on all this, I'm left with a cocktail of feelings, pride, gratitude, and a fire to chase my own dreams. Kendrick's story isn't just about him. It's about what's possible. It's a call to be bold, stay true, and give back. Thanks for joining us on this dive into Kendrick Lamar's life and legacy. We hope it's been eye-opening. Drop a like, comment below, and suggest other artists for us to cover. Stay tuned for more inspiring music stories. See you next time. Goodbye.